Hola everyone, this is Chaz with another video commentary. Lately, a YouTube video has gone viral called Redneck Roadrage Instant Karma. Before I go any further, the excerpts of this video I'll be using to do this commentary fall under fair use and I'm making no profit on it. In this video, a Florida woman uses her cell phone to record a man in a truck tailgating her. It appears she's just holding the phone over her shoulder because the angle is off and the camera is unsteady. If she were stupid enough to turn around to film, she'd be waving like a drunk or crashing into something or someone. Check it out for yourself. Now, most states go by the 2-second rule. If you pick a stationary object ahead of you, like a light pole, start counting seconds when the car in front of you passes it, like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. If you pass that object before you get done saying 2 Mississippi, you're too close and tailgating the car in front of you. We can't count the seconds in this instance because it's a rear view, but this guy is clearly tailgating and you can see him deliberately inching up. It's not obvious, but it's raining while all this is going on. This should go without saying, but it's incredibly stupid to drive like this in inclement weather. Yet here's this fool doing his best little man in a big truck impersonation. According to the Florida Department of Transportation website, and I quote, "The Florida legislature authorized the Florida Department of Transportation to establish speed limits on state highways up to the following maximums. 70 miles per hour on interstates, 65 miles per hour on a 4-lane divided highway outside an urban area with a population of 5,000 or more, and 60 miles per hour on other state highways." Clearly they were driving through a residential area, so the speed limit certainly wouldn't have been 60 miles per hour or more. So it doesn't seem to be a case of her driving at a snail's pace in the fast lane. According to one ABC affiliate website, the woman who recorded and uploaded this video was driving on State Route 41 and driving in a 50-mile-per-hour zone. As you can see, her odometer reads a little over 55 miles per hour. I'm sure I wasn't the only one wondering why she was in the left lane. In most states, it's the fast lane and slower traffic is supposed to move over. However, in a post she made on freepublic.com, she explained she couldn't move over because of the trucks in the right lane, which you can see in the video. And she had a left turn coming up in about a half a mile.
You get all on video, buddy.
And, of course, being the nice, patient man he obviously is, he speeds up to pass on the right, which in some states is illegal, to give her the middle finger wave. Also notice that his full attention is on her. He's not looking ahead and just holding up his hand with the bird extended. Nope, he's looking full on at her making a face. Needless to say, I joined in her laughter at the end too. The idiot wasn't hurt, and when she pulled over, she called 911. The 33-year-old man was later arrested at home and charged with leaving the scene of a traffic crash, careless driving, and failing to wear a seatbelt. The woman wasn't ticketed, and she shouldn't be. Some might argue she's using her phone, but she's not texting, which is what most state laws focus on. She mentions that in her comment section of the video, as well as pointing out that the left lane is not a passing lane according to state law. Again, the Florida Department of Transportation website confirms this. And it's clear she's driving much steadier than Redneck Rob behind her. Not only has this video been featured on several news outlets, but she has had to disable her comment section because of death threats and rude comments. A coworker of mine and I were talking about this earlier today, and he said that had she been a man, she wouldn't be getting death threats or called a slut or whore. People would be patting him on the back, telling him he did good, or yeah man, you showed that asshole a thing or two. And I agree with him. Because why would this video justify anyone's mind to threaten her life? Or call her a bitch, a slut, or a whore? She's not the one who crashed. Granted, bad weather is when you should have both hands on the wheel, but this guy was clearly gunning for her. Sure, it'd be wiser to have called 911, though I'm sure some people would criticize that as distracted driving too. However, what if the police or whatever agency has jurisdiction over that stretch of highway is busy? I've called on a drunk before when driving the interstate and had to call back repeatedly to 911, updating them on the increasingly bad driving, giving them a description of the vehicle and the license plate, and the drunk was never stopped. Even if this woman had just called 911, left a description of dumbass, his plate, and even gave her own info so they could contact her as a witness or even have her file a police report, it would have boiled down to her word against his. He said, she said. Sure, some would go so far as to say that she should have pulled over and stopped her car, letting this guy continue on. It's already been established that the right lane was blocked with traffic and her turn was coming up. But for the sake of argument, let's say she stopped. What then? Seeing how this guy was behaving, does anyone really think he would have gone on his merry way? Hell no. Chances are good he had a shotgun or some sort of weapon in his truck, and even if he didn't, he would have stopped too and escalated the situation because he would have dominated and intimidated her further until he was satisfied in his own mind that he won. Anyway, the situation struck a chord with me and I had to do my own thing on it. A friend of mine went through a similar situation and I'm trying to convince her to let me post the videos she did of a multi-car wreck on my channel. We'll see on that. So take that for what you will, folks, and adios.